Is it starting? I think it's starting. Hi guys. I wait for people to start piping in here. I don't know if you guys can hear me. The first like 10 seconds of these things are always like super awkward until someone can hear you. Somebody. Anybody. Hello. Oh, hi. Yay, it started. Hi. Hello. Geez. Thank you. Right off the bat. I did have a great duck dinner. I actually am thinking about having some leftovers right now for lunch. I haven't had lunch yet. Did everybody have a good Thanksgiving yesterday that lives in America? Hello. Hi, everybody. Sup. Sup, dog. Hi. So I'm in my garage doing a live stream. I haven't done one of these in about a month or so, so I figured I'd do another one. You guys are sitting on the back of the MR2 right now. I have my laptop propped up on the trunk. So, did I fix the overheating MR2? So I messed around with the, MR2, the TT. I messed around with the TT after I posted that video not last night, night before. And I sat in there with the Rostec and I started doing some more tests on it. And then I found about the 49C trick that you can do with the climate control, where you can read like the ECU parameters on your climate control display. And I started messing around with that and I got the coolant temp to display on the climate control, and then I like cross-referenced that with what my Rostec was saying, and they were within 2 degrees Celsius of each other, and it wasn't overheating at all. It was just in normal range. Granted, it was nighttime, but I let it run for like 45 minutes and it never got hot. So um, I started looking at the radiator really good on it and like really inspecting it up close and stuff. And it's the original radiator on that car, so it's 18 years old, and the car came from Salt Lake City. So I really think I just need a new radiator for that thing, because there's tons of crap just like packed into the fins. And I tried cleaning some of it out, but I'm gonna put a new radiator on it. It's kind of, it needs it either way. So um, what does my shirt say? Oh, what is my shirt? It says, "Giveth thy beans," and it's a horse and a chariot. Get it? Giveth thy beans. It's my merch. See? Look. See? It's my merch. I has merch. Let's see. So, what are you guys all up to today? Sausage Fest 2018. I had sausage for breakfast. Apparently not the sausage you're referring to. It was good though. Hi, Nürburgring. What did I think about the track? It was fun. I liked it. It was kind of hard going like on the weekends, because during the, I always mess up the word. I don't know how you say it. I always call it tourist farting, and I know it's not how you say it, but it was hard on those days because the track had so many people on there of like various experience levels. So it was kind of hard to drive. I used to like going during the weekdays when it was like quieter. There was less people. Um, my hair looks better now. Oh, thanks. I just put it on the other side of my head. That's all. Uh, how's the temperature in Arizona? I'm trying to read the thermometer on the screen. I don't know, it's like 70, I think, in here. It's probably like 70 outside. Maybe like low 70s outside. It's really nice. Hi from Norway. Um, did I get all the oil out of the TT intercooler? For now, yeah, it'll be more later though. I need to get a catch can. I'm gonna do a front mount on that car anyway though, because um, I want to upgrade the turbo on it. So I need to put a front mount on it. If I'm gonna do that, the side mounts can't handle that, especially being here in the desert. When am I gonna be on a smoking tire podcast? Dude, that would be like life goals right there. That'd be so fun. I still watch Smoking Tire once in a while. I haven't watched a video in probably a couple of weeks, but yeah, I love the one takes. Why the TT looks, the TT looks like a cluster pack. I like how you spelled that, F-A-C-K. It is a cluster. It's getting there though. It's a project car. Can't happen overnight. Hello from France. What movie is that? Is that Coneheads? Have you guys seen that? Well, I know some of you have seen Coneheads, obviously. That's in the movie, right? They say something, we come from France. I love that movie. I've been to France quite a few times. First time I went to France, I got Chinese food. Go figure. I went there on a Sunday to get dinner, and I got Chinese food in France. Kind of strange, but it was good. Yeah, every time you see a TT on the road, you call it teeter tot. Me too. I can't help it. I name all kinds of cars. It's not just my cars. I name everyone's cars. Come visit Poland. I almost got to go to Poland once. I put a boxer engine in Mr2. So, you know, I was really thinking a lot about, I wouldn't do it to this MR2. If I did any different engine in this MR2, I'd do a Gen 5 swap, like out of Caldina. But, dude, I thought about doing the MRS, the 3rd gen MR2 with an EJ swap in it. I think that'd be sick. A boxer swapped 3rd gen. You love my hair? Why is everyone like freaking out about my hair? It's just parted on the other side of my head. It's so crazy. 480p? Is it, what's the quality? Yeah, I put low latency. So, oh yeah, why is it only 480? Does everybody only have 480p? That's so weird. I don't know why it's for 480p. I set it for ultra low latency too. It's probably because like the internet is so busy because it's Black Friday. I'm sure there's tons of people on the internet right now. So it's probably like restricting bandwidth. Is what I'm guessing. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, it's only, oh, there we go. Somebody's at 1080p. That's what's up. Okay, for those of you that it's 480, sorry. I'm guessing it's probably because there's tons of people on the internet right now. Default. I don't know if I can bump it up while it's already going. I think like once it's started, you can't do anything about it. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Video. No, it's set on 1080, 60 hertz or 60 FPS. That's weird. Huh. So you got 1080. All right, some of you have 1080p, some of you have 480. Sorry for those of you that don't have 1080. I guess it's probably just the internet is slow. Yeah, I have it set on 1080, 60 FPS right now. So, anyway, let's see. Am I wrapping the TT soon? Okay, good question. That's what I want to do. I want to answer some project car questions. That's the whole point of this chat. So that and just to say hi because I like saying hi. But the wrap on the TT, I am wrapping the TT soon. Here's the thing with the wrap. You guys know I did the paintless dent repair on the car to get the body right on it before I wrapped it. I'm still not satisfied with how the body looks. There's still little ripples on the driver's door where it was like really the worst, and on the rear quarter panel, and then the front bumper and hood obviously have a lot of rock chips because the car has 120,000 miles on it. So the right thing to do would be to fix that before I wrap it. I don't want to wrap over crap. So I'm going to sand the front bumper and put a skim coat, same with the driver's door and the right rear quarter panel, or sorry, left rear quarter panel. It's very minimal, so it should just need like to sand and then skim coat it and then prime it. So it kind of sucks. I don't like the idea of wrapping over unfinished paint, but on the flip side, it's pointless to paint it if it's gonna be wrapped. And if I ever peel the wrap off, then I'll correct it at that time. But yeah, I just don't want to wrap over crap. Wrap over crap. So I want to fix the body before I wrap it. So that's why I haven't done the wrap yet. Also, I just bought something for the TT, a major component for the car. Unfortunately, it's going to take 45 days for it to be manufactured, so I won't have it until the first week of January. But it's a huge, 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 huge like upgrade for the TT. So it's a really significant part. And I'm really excited to put it on there. So that kind of pushed back the wrap too. But the wrap's still happening. I should probably just order the wrap here soon because it's not going to take very long to do the skim coat on the door and the quarter panel and the front bumper. I can do that all in a day. Lens crafter special. What did I say that? I said that a while ago. I don't remember what. My hair looks better in a light color. I can't do light colors. This is my natural hair color. When I bleached my hair, I almost like destroyed it to the point where it was gonna fall out if I did it again. So can't go light on my hair. I'd rather have hair than have no hair. So if I try to go blonde again, it'll fall out. What does my boobs say? Someone already asked that. I guess I'll just keep my shirt like that so you can read it. Yeah, so on the MR2s, on these SW20s, especially the fact this thing has progressive lowering springs on it, there's no need to compress these springs. There's no no tension on them whatsoever. That's why I didn't have to do it. If they were the stock springs, I still think on these SW20s, you don't need a spring compressor on this car. I researched it before I did it though. Like, I've done enough lowering springs on cars. I wouldn't just start taking apart a strut assembly without putting a spring compressor on there, but I knew for this car I wasn't going to need it. I didn't say that in the video, but sometimes like when you do things a lot, you don't think to like explain those steps to people. So like I didn't think to have to explain that. I thought it was just kind of like obvious that I wouldn't take apart a spring that was gonna kill me. So yeah, you don't need a spring compressor on these SW20s. Maybe like as a precaution with the factory springs, but on a progressive lowering spring, no, it was fine. There's like no pressure on them whatsoever. Yeah, the no exhaust on the TT, that's a possibility. That could be causing it to run a little hot too, because it is just running off the downpipe and there's no heat shield on the aftermarket downpipe either. And I don't have the under tray plastic for the car either, which I know aids in cooling, but I mean, that wouldn't really do much when it comes to idling since heat rises. I think the under tray would actually hurt in that situation, but yeah, it's a possibility. It's not really running that hot now though. It's getting a little bit better, so at least I did that night. I tried to get it to run hot again and it wouldn't, so I don't know. Yeah, most strut assemblies do need to be compressed. That's why I was kind of surprised. Like I triple read on it like 3 times. I was like, what the hell? I don't need a spring compressor. And so I tested one. Obviously, like the way I was taking it apart, if it was under pressure, I still had the lower control arm and the entire car like blocking the top half. So it had nowhere to go. But yeah, I wasn't worried about it. You can even tell just like as it sits in the car right now, you can spin the spring. So there's not much force on it. It's not a blown head gasket. If there's a blown head gasket, I would have like really sporadic heating and cooling issues. It would be like not as consistent as it is, and I would also see a lot of air bubbles coming into the expansion tank, and there's no air left in that system. Like I've bled the hell out of it. So I think it's just inefficient cooling because the radiator is bad. But yeah, I'm 100% positive it's not a head gasket. Because I had a head gasket go on my Honda, and it was like really sharp increases in temperature when it was the head gasket, and it was bubbling in the coolant too, like really bad. So, and the fact that it gets cooler at higher RPM. I think if it was a head gasket, it would be worse at higher RPM, not better. Would I ever do an off-road project? That was what the rally car project's supposed to be, is a rally project. I was gonna sell the MR2 to fund a rally car project on this channel. I can't get rid of this MR2. Like, I have so much work into this car, and the more I work on it, the more I realize whoever had this car from brand new babied it. Like this car was so well taken care of. Everything on this car, every bolt still turns. Like there's no rust on it. There's no damage on the car. The only damage was that fender, and that happened after somebody did the swap on it. They backed into it with a car trailer and just put like a little crease on the fender. But I mean, this car is flawless. So I can't get rid of it. I'm gonna keep it. And that just means if I do a rally car project, I'm gonna have 3 project cars. But I can't get rid of the MR2. It's grown on me too much. I really like this car. Let's see. Don't get attached to cars. I do. Is it weird that I say goodnight to my cars when I leave the garage? I can't help it. I like my cars. The TT. So when I first bought the TT, I had no intentions to do anything rally with that, just because I didn't believe the first gen TTs would make a very good off-road like rally style car, because it's a Haldex based system, which shouldn't really mean that would make a good rally car, because the Mitsubishi Evo is a Haldex based system. Well, it's a transversely mounted engine, and they make great rally cars. But I just didn't really feel like the TT would make a very good rally car, so I didn't really want to pursue that path with it. And I still don't. I just don't think it would be that great off-road, even with a Haldex controller on it. I don't think it would. But the TT, I'm going to do more of a road rally style. So it will be like rally inspired on the TT, but more like hill climb, like you see, you don't see it really in the States, but other than the Pikes Peak hill climb. But I want to do more like a hill climb rally style look or theme with that car. So yeah, and the Evo's permanently all-wheel drive. The TT, that I think the way the TT, the Haldex works on those is it senses slip and then it sends power to the rear, like most modern all-wheel drive assisted cars, unlike like Subarus or something. Which is cool, I guess, for fuel efficiency, but not for a rally car. How much horsepower am I aiming for the TT? I would like to do 400 wheel. So I do believe, because I have the AMU 1.8T, and I guess the AEB is the better head that you can have for the 1.8Ts. Oh, thanks, John Constantine. Oh, I like the movie. I love that movie. That's like one of my favorite movies, Constantine. Anyway, yeah, I want to go like for around 400 wheel on the TT. So I don't know. I don't think the stock engine can handle that. I don't know what the capabilities are, that AMU block on that car, and or the head for that matter. And plus the car's got 120,000 miles on it, so I don't think it would survive. So, but that's my goal for the TT. So if that means I have to do internals, then so be it. But I want around 400 wheel horsepower for it. And I also don't want to go with like a big turbo just to reach that number. So it's gonna be even harder, because I like having a usable power band. I don't want to like have a ton of lag. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do, but that's what my goal is. Like around 400 wheel horse and pretty square torque if I can do that, like high torque too. Do I do donuts? No. I don't have anything I could do them in. Well, Forrester Gump, I've done donuts in Forrester Gump once on ice, on an icy parking lot. That was like when he was brand new. What am I going to do with the TT seats? I need seats for it. And I've been trying to find a sponsorship for seats, and I am not finding one, because seats are so expensive for cars. It's crazy. Like, some of the seats I was looking at cost more than like big brake kits or coilovers or forged wheels. Like, seats are so crazy how expensive they get. So yeah, I need seats for it pretty bad, actually. I was hoping maybe like the junkyard I could find like a nice wrecked newer Audi that has like the Sportline seats or something, but can't supercharge the TT because it's turboed. I guess I could do a twin charge. I wonder if that's possible. Do a twin charge system on the TT? That'd be like super complicated. Do I have any desire to do V8 American cars? I do. I just like, I only have so many spots for cars, and I'm doing all this work on my own, so it's It's really hard, you know what I mean? Like I would want all these cars, but to do all the work on them myself and film working on them, it's impossible. Like I'm working at the max capacity I can. But I would love to do a domestic build. I would like to do a WS6 Trans Am or a Terminator. I'm still like sticking with those two if I did one. I'd probably want to do a WS6 just because you don't see Trans Ams. I think what Sketchy Vert is like the only Trans Am I know of on YouTube. Thank you, Evil Ed. You know you prefer male trans. No, I wouldn't. Well, maybe. The only exception I would do for that would be like the TT RS, like the newest generation TT. I believe those are only offered with the DSG. So in that situation, I wouldn't mind just because the DSG is amazing in those. But that's the only thing I don't like about the Forester is the fact it's not a manual. But I didn't have an option. They don't make the Forester XT in a manual. Hell, they don't even make the Forester XT anymore. So I don't think Subaru cares about making fast Foresters or Legacies anymore. It's all about the WRX or the STI, which kind of sucks because I liked it when they had the Legacy GT and the Forester XT. It was nice to have sleeper options out there. Take a ride in a trophy truck. I've never been in one. That'd be really fun. It's like super popular around here too. There's so many dirt roads that you could just bomb down around here, around Tucson. What got me into Subarus? I grew up in New England. You either had a Toyota truck or a Subaru if you wanted to go anywhere in the wintertime. It's the truth. Like, or I would say the top 3 vehicles you see in New England when I was growing up were Subarus, Toyota pickups, or square body Chevys. Like this square body Chevy pickup trucks. Because the winters are no joke up in northern New England. Especially you get the lake effect snow that comes over from across New York and across top of New England. It's really crazy. You've learned things from me? Aw, thanks. I tried my best. It's hard to teach things on YouTube when it comes to like mechanic work because you get so criticized if you accidentally slip up and say the wrong thing. And everybody out there knows that sometimes you get diarrhea of the mouth and the things that come out of it are not what are going through your brain. So when it comes to like educating on YouTube, it's really hard because sometimes you screw up and you say something wrong and then you get crucified for it. And it's just like, sorry, I'm human. So I love teaching though. I mean, it's really fun sharing knowledge, like mechanical knowledge. That's actually the whole reason why I do this channel to begin with. Yeah, see, some of you know, it is the truth. When am I moving to northern Nevada? Wait, I always screw it up. It's not Nevada? Nevada. Nevada? Did I say it right? I always mess it up. It's not Nevada, it's Nevada. Right? Or am I saying it wrong still? I'm sorry. Nevada. Thank you. I try. Status on the MR2. I got some new parts for it actually you guys haven't seen yet in my formal dining room because it never gets used. So I have some stuff that was sent to me by TCS Motorsports that you'll be seeing in a video soon. I was just kind of waiting to put it on the car because right now it's up like on the lift. You guys are sitting on the MR2 right now, laptops on it. So I'm gonna show those parts like once I get this thing back down on the ground. It's pretty much ready for me to get these panels to the body shop now. So I'm gonna try to do that next week. I was gonna do the exhaust on the MR2 or on the TT next week, but I am having trouble finding exhaust tips for that car because I need a 3-inch inlet, 3.5-inch tip because that's as big as you can really fit on the 8N bumper. It's a 3.5-inch tip. In black. So I'm trying to find like a matte black or a gloss black or a black chrome, anything black, but it's 3-inch in, 3.5-inch tip. And I'm like having a hell of a time finding tips for that. So if I can't find them in time, the exhaust is gonna have to get pushed back a week because I still don't have tips for it, and they gotta get shipped. So I don't know. The MR2 might get some work next week instead. Am I wearing a retainer and Invisaligns? No, I have a retainer I wear at night. I don't have one in right now though. Do I have a 9 to 5? No, I have a second I wake up to the second I go to bed with YouTube. This is like an 80-hour-a-week job, and I'm not exaggerating. Like, no joke. I work 7 days a week on this channel. I know it probably doesn't seem like it, but editing these videos sometimes takes a full day just to edit a video. Just the tip. Enough sockets? I do. Thank you. The sockets. I need to organize my toolbox. It's a mess right now. It looks like crap. Yeah, so YouTube is my job. My turkey day was good. It was a duck day, so quack, quack. It's only Sarah and I, so like we got a duck because like a turkey would have been like too much food for just us two because she like stayed here. She didn't go back home, and I didn't go anywhere either. Hi from the Caribbean. Oh my God, I would trade places with you right now. And Costa Rica. That sounds amazing. Did I watch Gladiator movie? I haven't watched a movie in so long. I don't remember last time I actually went to a movies. Oh, hi. Roy. I met you at APX. Did I ever get a Vermont plate? No, I don't have a Vermont plate. I gotta check my PO box, yeah. So, oh, back on, I get distracted. It's fun reading all your guys' things and talking to you. But I'm sure some of you have questions about MR2 or the TT still. And Forester too, I get some people ask questions about the Forester every once in a while. I know he doesn't seem like a project car because he's so new. But, I mean, technically, I am married. I'm married to this YouTube channel. Like, legit. Do I miss having a boyfriend? Yeah, at times I do. Have I tried Fallout 76? No, and Sarah just downloaded it upstairs, and I'm going to download it because we both have PlayStations. And, like, tonight, I don't care. I'm going to make time. I got to make at least an hour or two to play because I don't have to upload, or I don't have to edit a video right now. That's why I'm doing this for you guys because I didn't work on cars yesterday. So I'm going to try to play some Fallout tonight. I'm so excited for that. I hope I don't like it too much because I don't have time to play. I gotta work on the cars tomorrow. 5 things I hate about the Audi TT. I hate that the previous owner abused the hell out of it because it's making my life really difficult because I have the Carfax report for that car and it was dealer maintained until 2016 and it has every service record. So it was well taken care of, but then I'm guessing it got traded in, and then I'm guessing someone that was a little bit younger, maybe it was their first car, bought it, judging by like the intake that was on it and the stickers and stuff on the windows and the plasti dipped wheels. I'm kind of stereotyping here, but I'm guessing it was abused. And yeah, it sucks because like the car was beat to hell when I got it, and now I'm like fixing so many stupid problems on it. So that's the one thing I hate about it. 2, I wish it had a longitudinal mounted all-wheel drive like the A4 of that generation. I don't really care for the exhaust note, the sound of the engine. Like, it's hard to find good sounding 1.8Ts. I've kind of noticed. I don't really know how mine's gonna sound when the exhaust is done. What else don't I like about it? I don't like the back seat because it's pointless. I wish it just came with a rear seat delete. And I'm really reaching. That's why I'm keeping the TT because I really like that car. I saw someone ask a question a second ago and I just lost it and I forgot what it was. I'm sorry. I was going to answer someone's question. VR6 swap it? No, it would be cheaper just to buy a VR6 TT. And I don't know. I like the 1.8T. I feel like it's a strong platform to work off of. What's my favorite car to work on out of the MR2 and the TT? They're both pains. They're both very difficult. The TT is not flash tuned. I need to get the TT tuned. Like bad. I'm waiting to, I was looking at like the required parts I need off of, I don't think it was APR site. I think it was like Revo or one of the other major tuners for the Audis. And it was recommended that I get a front mount intercooler, and obviously I need an upgraded turbo and injectors, I think. It was like their stage 3 package. I just want to shoot straight for that. Thank you, Silver Star the cat. Sylvester. Wow, I'm an idiot. Sylvester, not Silver Star. I would get a muscle car if I had room for one, and muscle cars aren't cheap either. Am I nervous? Yes. Thank you. Someone noticed. Yeah, I get super nervous on these live chats. I don't know why. I just like, I'm really nervous. I'm really shy in person. I know some of you that have actually met me know that I'm super shy in person, and I get like nervous. And I get nervous in front of a camera when someone else is recording me. Like when I was at SEMA and like Amelia was recording me, I freeze up and I get really shy when other people record me. And I don't know why. But yeah, I get nervous when I sit here and I do these with you guys. I don't know why. I've always gotten like really shy and nervous. But it's really weird though when it comes to public speaking. Like I can speak in front of a crowd of 500 people, and like I get nervous at first before I do it, but when I start doing it, I just like stop caring. I'm just like, whatever. I don't know how that happens. Show my nails. Boom. Let's see. Stock TT has a KO3. No, it's a KO4. The 180s have the KO3. The 225s have the KO4. Actually, I think depending on the model year, depends on which model year it was for the 225s. I know mine has a KO4 on it though, and it's probably bad. The oil return line on it leaks pretty good. The I'm pretty sure the oil seals are bad too, because if you take the downpipe off, you look at the back side of the turbo, it was like really white and chalky in there. So why not buy a STI? I don't like sedans. That's the only reason why I bought the Forester. I'm not a fan of sedans. I should have just, because I bought my Forester in the end of 2014, so they still had some 14 model STIs on some lots. The lot I was at, the Subaru dealer, didn't have any. I should have just bought a 14 STI, but I don't regret it. I like my Forester. But yeah, I don't want a VA Gen STI. If the next gen STI comes in a hatchback, I would consider it. Is my naughty innuendo humor intentional? That's how I talk, and I clean it up a little bit when I edit videos. Like Sarah and I are both pretty bad, and I use curse words a lot too, and I try not to on here because I know some people have their kids around. So, but yeah, that's not intentional. That's how I am. I have a dirty mouth. I can't help it. Do I speak German? Not enough to have like a real conversation with someone. I know German words, random words, but I can't form sentences, and I have to think before I say words. So when people are talking to me, I can't talk fast enough back to them. But I can kind of understand German for the most part. Like I can get by. Like I go to Germany in an area that doesn't speak English, and I could get by. And I could say enough words that I could like survive, but I can't just hold a conversation with somebody in German. I wish I've continued like trying to learn it. I don't know what the filter just caught a swear, and I think you were trying to say something. Drop the F-bomb in German. That was kind of funny. Have a R rated with swearing. I thought about doing that for because I haven't done a lot of Patreon only videos. I try to do 1 or 2 a month. That's my goal. It's just like the editing is like is what kills me. So on Patreon I don't really edit. I just 20 minutes of editing, boom, and I'll try to make a video. I'm gonna try to do more and more the more people I get on Patreon. Right now I've noticed when I put up a Patreon only video, I get maybe 10 or so people, sometimes like 15 that watch the video. But as my Patreon grows, I'll probably do more content shipped over there. And on Patreon, they're not monetized videos. So I'm not gonna filter. Like if I, like, it's just gonna be raw and unfiltered. You know what I mean? Uh, Someone said ex-military. Yes, I am prior military. That's how I know Sarah, my roommate. We used to work together. Where is Sarah? She's upstairs. She has a headache. She was laying down watching a horror movie. A 20B RX-8 would be sick. And RX-8s are super cheap too. And they're like, seriously, like I love the body style of RX-8 and so many people hate on them. I like was it like the last 2 years of the RX-8 where they did the front end refresh, the different front bumper and headlights? I love those. I think they look so good. I definitely would not LS swap the RX-8 if I got one. It would stay rotary and it'd be a 3-rotor. Because 4 rotors are way too complicated. Like, I think that would be way too expensive. Ah, thanks from the support from the Czech Republic. I've never been there. I've been really close. Actually, I have been there. I take that back. I have been there. I drove through it. I gotta show that. That's funny. Oh, I can't. My mouse is... Someone made a comment about the RX-8 looking like a tube-shaped object, and it was funny. My mouse isn't working though. So, somebody asked me some questions about Forrester Gump. He doesn't get enough love on this channel. He's my baby. Come on, Forrester Gump questions. Come on, somebody. How long has this chat been going for anyway? I'm gonna try to do it for an hour. I don't. Oh, it's only been going 30 minutes. You guys got me for 1 hour. I'll do this for an hour and then I gotta do something in the garage today. Maybe I should just clean my garage. Yeah, I still would LS swap a Siren Sky. My life goal right now of YouTube, because I mean really think about YouTube, this is my career. And it's like, what the hell kind of career is this? Because there's no retirement plan, there's no health benefits. So kind of sucks, but like the more I work on my YouTube channel, like I'm trying to progress it towards a career. And I think eventually I would like to have, I don't know if I'd like to have a shop, because I think shops don't really generate a lot of profit. I think having a car performance shop is a very risky financial decision and it's very tough to make profits. But I would like to like maybe have like a group thing somehow with a bunch of other car enthusiasts where we have like a shared space that we rent out. That's kind of like a shop, but it's not to generate profit. It's just for our own use. Kind of like, I think that's what the Boosted Boys did, right? They just bought that huge ass shop, like really big one. I'd like to do something like that. That way I have tons of room for project cars. And then I would do all kinds of crazy stuff. DIY rental shop? It's hard though, like you really can't do that and YouTube at the same time. You need other people. It needs to be like a collaboration effort of a bunch of people. Why white with the Forester? Because I absolutely love satin white pearl. It's like my favorite. I like, and honestly for the SJ Forester, like the blue was my, I think it was like Newport blue or something. I forgot what the name of the blue was. That was my second choice and I didn't really like it. It's such like a, it's like a grandma blue. I wish they would just offer WR Pearl Blue for the Forester XT instead of the blue they offered. That was my second choice. That was blue because I was gonna do like blue with gold wheels, but it was just too like I don't know, like a baby blue, but not even a baby blue. I didn't really. So that's why I went with satin white pearl because I love that color. Next mod for the Forester is I need a CVT cooler and I need to do a complete CVT fluid change in it like soon. Like that needs to happen within the next 10,000 miles, which is going to be expensive. I think it's like $400 just for 5 gallons of CVT fluid for that thing. So kind of sucks. And it's going to be a pain to do because you have to like monitor the temperature of the fluid as it's going in the Forester and it has to be maintained like in this little window of temperature. And it sucks. I might just do like, I don't want to do a flush because I've heard more harm being caused on those CVTs from flushing it. I might just do a straight just drop and then new fluid into it. So I don't know. I've been watching like MRT Performance, their YouTube channel, because I do a lot of SJ Generation Forester stuff and CVT WX stuff. So I've been kind of like learning a little bit about the CVT from them on like how to make them last. I run. You have to run synthetic in the Foresters from the factory. Yeah, Subaru offered an extended warranty for free. I got a letter in the mail just saying it had been extended to 100,000 miles on it. So I was like, okay. You had to do a CVT fluid change? Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Do I ever street race the Gumpster? I can't say that for legal reasons. Forrester Gump will surprise some people when they least expect it, though. He's quick. I think Forrester Gump, like, makes people have to have the driver mod, because that's, like, the one advantage of having a CVT, because, like, it's smart. A CVT is kind of smart. It keeps you in the peak power band at all times, so it's super efficient. So if you're up against someone that has stick shift and they're not that great at driving, or they get nervous and they miss a shift, or they're just sloppy on their shifts, the CVT doesn't wait for you. It just keeps acting in the peak power band. So Forrester Gump, I like just because he's just as fast as he's always going to be every single time consistently. Like there's no oops, like I screwed up. And because it never really, if you just keep it intelligent mode, it never shifts. So there's no lag. Like you don't just kind of like lag every time you shift, like in even regular automatics. So there's like some advantages to having that soul sucking CVT in it. You sent me a Facebook message and still no reply. I'm so sorry. I get too many messages that I respond to messages, but I get so many. I cannot keep up. There's just too many. I would never put my phone down if I try to keep up. And I try my best. I really do. So all I can say is keep writing. And eventually I'll get to it. I don't know. Gump versus ST in Mexico. Mexico is only like 45 minutes away. I don't want to go down there and street race and get thrown in prison, though. It's not really what I'm looking to do with my life. I'm not going to drag race the Forester, though. That's just asking to, like, I would never launch that thing. That's just asking to blow that transmission up. Twin charge H6. No, the FA20 is life. I would just do a manual swap. Would I ever marry a cowboy and live on a ranch? I like dipping my french fries in ranch. Sorry, I'm getting hungry. You'll do alright in prison? I don't want to go to prison. What's this MR2 0 to 60? Well, he doesn't have wheels on him right now, so, well, he doesn't have 2 wheels on him. So, I don't know. MR2's quick, though. I would say it's probably in the 5s, I would think. He's quick. He's like surprisingly quick. I was really shocked at how quick this MR2 is. I didn't think it was going to be that fast. These are like really underrated cars. They're really surprising. French fries and ramp is the jam. It's so good. You know what's even better? You take a little bit of Tapatio sauce, you mix it in with the ranch, and then dip your French fries in it. It's mind-blowing. Sorry. I'll get off my French fry tangent now. Been to Ireland? No, I have not been to Ireland. Yeah, SW20s are in the 5s. Oh, speaking of SW20s, I am trying to find wheels for this car, and I am struggling. So I am dead set on a 5-spoke wheel for the MR2. It's like not up for debate that I have to go with a 5-spoke. I really wanted Rega Masters. They're extremely expensive, and I have a color set in my mind of what I'm going to paint or powder coat the wheels for the car. So if there were used wheels, I don't really care either, because I want to powder coat them a specific color. And if they're brand new, it's kind of like, I don't mind powder coating brand new wheels, but on the flip side, they should hopefully be cheaper wheels, because I wouldn't want to buy expensive wheels and then go and powder coat them. So I'm looking for a 5-spoke wheel. The MR2, pretty much because I have strut and spring on here, I don't have coilovers, I have to stick to a 35mm offset because I'll hit the spring bucket. and I want to run a 17. I'd considered 16s, but tire options are kind of crappy if I do 16s. I think the car came with 15s, I believe, on this one. I don't know when the switch from 14 to 15 happened on the SW20. I don't know if that was like, this is built in 90, so this might have had 14s brand new. I don't know. Either way, considered 16s. Likely it's going to be 17s just because of tires. If I can still find a set of good 16s, I'll go with 16s though. I want 5 spokes, 35 millimeter offset, and it's got to be staggered. So I think the widest I can go in the front is a 17 by 8 or a 16 by 8, and the rear likely will be like by a 9 or a 9.5, something like that. If I do like a 17 by 7, it would just be a 17 by 8, 8.5 in the rear. I don't want to go that big of a difference. So keep that in mind. I'm looking for wheels for MR2, 5 spokes. I like the Rega Masters. The Rhoda Slipstream's very similar, but I don't think they have the correct offset. There's the Japan Racing JR6, I believe, which is pretty sick. It looks similar, but it's a little bit dished, and it has like a 2-piece wheel design. I don't know if it's actually a 2-piece, but it has like the little bolts all the way around it. Avin RG2, yeah, it's a 6-spoke. I like those, but I really want a fat 5-spoke. I would even do 1552 tarmacs on here, but again, they don't have the correct offset or staggered setup. But if you guys have suggestions out there for wheels, I've been searching like crazy trying to find something in that category. 5-spoke, 35 millimeter offsets, staggered, either a 16 or a 17. And I don't care if they're used. I considered the OE GTR wheels, but then with that, I have to use a GTR wheel in the rear and a GTST wheel in the front. And then there'll be a 6.5 in the front and a 8 in the rear, and that's like a really big difference between the widths. So I don't know if I'm gonna do those. I'm being really specific and picky on the wheels on MR2 because I want this thing to look like old school JDM. So give me some suggestions. You probably did, and I didn't read it. So, Graham lights, and that's the other thing too. Like unless I get a wheel sponsorship, I can't spend more on wheels than the car cost. That's crazy. So that's why I like the Japan Racing JR6s, because they're like 2 something a wheel, which is doable. Even the 1552s, I think they're like 2 something a wheel. That's not that bad, but they don't have the right offset. Yeah, 5 spokes are super easy to clean too. Works, I reached out to Work to see if they were interested in sponsoring. They said no. Work does have a new 5-spoke they just came out with. Something 5, T5R, I think that's what it's called. I really like those. They're like a really deep concave 5-spoke. Those look good too, but they're pretty expensive. The MR2 is mine. I own the MR2. I don't know why I had to think about that. Someone keeps asking if they can be my boyfriend. I wouldn't say yes if anybody in the world asked me that over a YouTube live stream. Sorry. That's why I don't even date anymore. Like, I'd rather just meet somebody and have it happen naturally. What do I think of electric cars? I think they're the future, regardless if we like it or not. Been to King of the Hammers? No, and I'd love to go there. Someone said, is this still live? Yeah. Are you? Hi, I'm live. JDM Concept GT5s? Oh, they don't make them in 17s. Yeah, there's a lot of good wheels out there, but they're like 18s. Like, I really wanted Cosmos Racing for a while. They have a really nice wheel, but they're really aggressive offsets, like super, super aggressive. And that won't work on this car unless I did like stance life, and I don't want to go stance life on this car. TEs, I like TEs, but they're really expensive. Oh, you missed the answer for the TT cooling problem? I don't know, like, when I replaced that temp sensor at the end of the video, it did make a noticeable difference. It no longer gets hot driving at all. Like it stays right in the center driving. But if I leave it running during the day for like 15 minutes, the temperature will creep up just a little bit. It stops though. It won't get very high. It wasn't like it was before. So I think it's just an efficiency issue. I'm just gonna get a new radiator for it because the radiator looks like crap on that car. And even if that's not it, it needs a new radiator because it just looks absolutely horrible. So thank you, Dave. TT temp gauge in the center. Trip back. So the temp gauge on the way back from Utah, the TT would run hot, stopped also, but then the cooling fans were not working at all. They didn't turn on. They were just flat out did not work. So that's part of the reason why also was they were not coming on. So, but it was way colder when I drove it back because I drove it back at nighttime. So it was like in the 40s or 50s when we left. And when we got here, it was in the 60s. So nothing really has changed since then. I'm not really as worried about it now. Now that it's not doing it while driving. It's only doing it just if you let it sit for like a while. I think after a new radiator, it should be good. I'm pretty confident that it'll be good. Just after like really, like I got in, I like really started inspecting the radiator, looking for like bent fins and stuff. There's a ton, especially like around the outside of the AC condenser. It looked like crap. So, did I fix the MR2 heater cord? No, I gotta drop the tank to do that. So, yeah. I'm not worried about it right now because I don't need heat in this car. I really don't even need heat here in Arizona at all. Like, I have Forrester Gump for that, and he's got heated seats. But I will fix the heater core. I'm gonna drop the fuel tank into it. Someone said CX. I know you're probably talking about CX racing, but I don't know what you're talking about. Like radiator, CX racing radiator. How big is my house? It's 1900 square feet, I think. RPF ones. Everyone does RPF ones. They're nice, and there's a reason why everyone does them, but I want something different. Color of wrap reveal. I want to reveal it on the car. Everyone on Patreon knows the color of the wrap. Just saying if you want to know. Check Audi Sportnet for troubleshooting. Drop the TT on Tarmax and daily it. I wouldn't daily a TT. It's not practical. Wed sports are nice. I like wed sports. Please do more interior detailing videos. Will do. The TT, I need to do the interior detailing video on that. I haven't done a lot of detailing videos lately because it didn't seem like you guys really wanted to see them. They weren't performing very well, and I'm not going to make videos that you guys don't want to watch. So I really do try to pay attention as best as possible to make videos what you guys want to see. But yeah, I have to do the interior detail on the TT. I'm going to do a rear seat delete on it. I'm going to make my own rear seat delete. I'm going to do like suede on it. I'm going to make it and wrap it in suede and stuff. And I'll probably do the headliner in black suede also while I'm at it. So yeah, see, a lot of people say detailing's boring, and like I will do detailing videos every once in a while, but it's going to be project related. So like on the TT, it's part of the project build, so it makes sense. Like I'll do detailing as part of the build. And the MR2, like I'm going to be doing the buff on this car pretty soon. It's part of the build, so that's why I wet sanded the whole car. And I think even if you don't like detailing, that's going to be a pretty good video to see this car shiny after like it's been all wet sanded and I start hitting up with a DA and polishing this thing. Like I'm excited to see that because it's gonna look sick. So I think that would be a pretty good video. High speed detailing is okay to watch. Yeah, you gotta speed it up. Collabs with other YouTubers soon. I'm open to doing collabs with other YouTubers. I would love to. It's kind of hard because of where I live. I mean, I got to drive out to California. That's the nearest place where there's a lot of detailers. A lot of other YouTubers is out in Cali. Ceramic coat the MR2? Yeah, I probably will. There's a good possibility of that. Probably, honestly, I'm gonna probably do another thing of hydrostellics on this. Because I know like it has mixed reviews online, but I don't care. My Forester still looks good. So I'm probably just gonna use it on the MR2. I'm happy with it so far. A collab, you say? Do you know Mr. Goose? Where do you get the panels? No, I didn't get the panels painted on MR2. I'm gonna do it myself, which could be good or bad. Why not move to LA? Because it's way expensive. I can't afford a house there. That's a problem with moving. Like, super cheap in Tucson, and I make my videos in my garage. If I move, I don't have a garage to make YouTube videos anymore. I don't have anywhere to make YouTube videos anymore. So I'm kind of stuck. Kind of sucks. Yeah, Sarah plans on doing more stuff to the ST. My bucket, Pookie? Oh, bucket. Oh, Pokey sounds really good. What time is it? Let's see. How much? Oh, so I got 5 minutes left for the chat. So, nobody? What? Oh God, it went so fast. So 5 minutes left on the chat. Probably should talk about the videos coming up in the next like week or so. So there's like a perk to you guys even watching this. So you have like kind of an idea of what I'm going to be doing the next week. So the exhaust on the TT is likely coming here very soon. I bought some wheel spacers for the TT. I'm not a fan of wheel spacers at all, but they're very minimal space. It's a 10 mil spacer. I bought them for the TT just because the correct spacing, it's 8 millimeters off from where it should be, I believe. So I bought wheel spacers to try it out, and it's got extended lugs. I'm gonna see how it looks on there because I really want it like nice and flush. So that's not gonna be a video on its own, but I'm gonna be doing those soon. I'm probably gonna buy a radiator here pretty soon. So probably gonna I want to get like a Mishimoto, I think, like their upgraded radiator. So it's a performance radiator for the TT. The exhaust will be put on probably around the same time. And then MR2, got to paint these body panels, and I got some new upgrades from TCS Motorsports that are gonna be going on here. And I got some other parts coming. I have a sponsorship for the MR2. Some more parts coming for the MR2. So the MR2's got a lot of parts on the way. There's gonna be a lot of MR2 content probably in the next week or so. And yeah, that's what I'm looking at in the next like week and a half, 2 weeks. Can I do more meets? Wouldn't that be MEET? Yeah, I could. Could go to Cars and Coffee. Cars and Coffee's only once a month here though. Kind of sucks. They need more of them. Do you work on anybody else's cars? Just mine and Sarah's. I help Sarah every once in a while. At meets. Yeah, I need all the everything you just said. I need for the MR2. I have an upgraded intercooler on the MR2, so I just need a boost controller and yeah, I gotta look into tuning this thing. It's OBD1, so I guess you just gotta make sure you have ample supply of fuel. It's gonna be interesting tuning this thing. It's really primitive. I'm gonna have to learn how to do that. I guess there's not a lot you can do. That's probably why everyone does a Gen 3, Gen 4, and Gen 5 swaps on the MR2s. Because tuning is kind of like super basic on this car. What are we doing to Sarah's car? Good question. We gotta watch. I'm gonna help her detail her car. I won't make a video out of that. She needs to detail it though. It's like really bad. Did Bing bounce the leftovers? No. Okay. Well, yeah. Why am I less awkward when I'm live? Probably because I'm reading. I mean, you gotta think on my side. I'm reading a thing that's going like really fast like you guys are, but I have to respond to it. It's really hard. Lives are kind of difficult to do. They're fun. They're just really difficult. But yeah, anyway, I guess I might as well wrap this up. I'm gonna try to work on a video today and tomorrow and have a video up for you guys on Sunday. So we'll have another video here really soon. Like, yeah. So, okay. Thanks everybody for chiming in here on the live thing. I'll try to do one like every month or so. So, hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you later. Bye. Bye. Now I have the awkward part. I gotta figure out how to end it. It's just like this awkward period. There it is. Okay. Bye.